Kindness. That's the Jennifer Reardon Foundation. And, that was an excellent little – because Saturday was kind of an interesting one for baseball. It was the rain out Friday night. Mm-hmm. The field out, the weather out, I'm not sure, rain out.
Yeah.
And then they did the double headery boy, which was mariachis and then Be Kind.
Nice.
Yeah. So
That's a heck of a day.
It was a heck of a day.
I went by and said hi, watched a couple innings.
Went by and said
Gave
hi.
some high fives.
Went by and said hi. I was busy all day long. Ask me what I was doing.
Hey, what were you doing on Saturday?
I was watching Twitter updates on the Carolina Panthers New England Patriots training camp because it was being live tweeted by every reporter there on like every moment and how it was about to combust into the largest fireworks display that you've ever seen.
Why couldn't Hard Knocks be at the Panthers this year?
This is
oh, my God.
Year.
Baker versus Darnold, fights every day at training camp. Ugh.
Were you following any of this today?
Sure.
So it was incredible to me. It started.
I told you, any opportunity I get, I'm going to draft the fragile Christian McCaffrey in all of my fantasy leagues. So I've got a close eye on him. I look for updates every day on Christian.
So that was like one of them. So it was like Christian McCaffrey gets tackled and throws ball at defender. Patriots don't like that.
Uh-huh.
And you're like, what?
What?
This is news cycle? Are you guys messing with me right now? Like this is where I need. And then it just kept coming. It would not stop. So they're talking like all of like the quotes from like, hey, I think I overheard this guy say this. And you're like, so you're not even saying you did? You're just going to Twitter, beat reporter for whatever team?
Did you like telling mama jokes or what? Like, what did he say? What did you possibly say to want to fight another man that's wearing armor?
It doesn't make a lick of sense to me, my man. Because it's like, this thing happened yesterday. And by the way, like a fan got hurt today.
Sure.
I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, a water boy got hurt yesterday. A fan got hurt today. What is the world coming to? You can't even go watch your football team play.
Here's a tweet from Mike Giardi. Rule not pleased with Kenny Robinson for his hit on Christian Wilkerson. That led to the first fight and got Robinson kicked out of practice for a second straight day. Rule said the drill was supposed to be thud only. Didn't like Robinson standing over Wilkerson either. What? Is this a diary entry?
What? Dear diary, today I watched the football practice. My friend got hit in the head. He did not like it. Please have less fights tomorrow. Love, whatever his name was.
Guys being carted off. There's just – it's not even the story. We'll get to the story at length later, but it's the social media coverage of it to where it was like this isn't any longer like reporters at a practice. This is reporters making themselves the story, and you kind of know how I feel about that.
Oh, God. I dated a girl like that.
What? What does it even mean?
An attention fiend, energy vampire.
Yeah.
This is what Twitter's turned into.
Is it like this? Because I had this experience one time. It was like go on a date. We're like walking up to Sandias or whatever. It's a terrible hike. Like she's miserable. I'm miserable. Feet hurt. There's like no meaningful conversation. Get to the whatever point. I'm not talking the top. We're not doing the La Llorona Trail or whatever it is.
You were getting wildly confused about two wildly different things.
It's not that.
You're thinking of the La Luz.
What did I just say?
La Llorona.
Yeah, the La Llorona Trail up the Sandias.
Will kill you while she's looking for her babies.
That's my understanding what this was that we were taking because I wanted to die.
Okay.
So as we were going up of it, and then we get to the top or wherever, what we identify as the top, which is not the top. And then it was like, hey, for the gram, time to smile. Time to turn on the story. And it's like this is not the story.
Mm-hmm.
You reporter at Carolina Panthers, this is not the story. You reporter at New England Patriots. Like, you're literally only feuding this because whenever these players go back to check the Twitter, and by the way, they check the Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
They don't want to have like a reporter like creating narratives around their softness or their lack of fellowship, which is a word I'm sure they didn't really even consider.
No. You're going to see on Twitter tomorrow, like at CMAC 42069 or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, that is not what I said. I was not talking about his mom. I was talking about my teammate's mom. It was in good jest. He overheard me. He thought it was about that. And then we started fighting. No.
Just no.
Just no.
This tweet says, Christian McCaffrey taken to the ground, throws the ball at a Pats player. This is getting ugly. What?
Were you talking about a thing that happens every single football practice, every single day, and every single game?
Jalen Mills intercepts Sam Darnold and punted the ball in the air. Panthers players didn't seem to love that.
Ugh.
It's like if you were to go to a child and say, write the worst taglines ever to a movie. But I was like engulfed in it. I was like, I need more. I need more of, and you know, like theater of the mind, you know. So I'm like, let me create a bigger narrative than what's really going. I'm thinking like a punt that goes like over buildings. You know what I mean? I'm like,
oh, naturally.
Yeah, but you know, it's like a
'Cause
Michael Jackson kick more.
They're obviously exaggerating. That's literally what we do for a living. So let's create something beautiful in our head that didn't happen. Let's take it to the next level with these guys.
A little necessary embellishment.
Sure.
Is the thing we need. We're talking contracts when we get back. LeBron James is in the news. He's got a big one. Also, Derwin James and the Chargers agreed on a massive deal.
Historic.
We'll talk about that as well. And then we'll find a little bit of time today to talk about, I found an article on the highest wide receiver cores.
I'm excited for
Yeah,
this
and
one.
that's
It's not who you think it is, Albuquerque.
Pay rate doesn't equal success,
No,
man.
it does not.
That's 100% true. We're 2 minutes on, and today we are live in New Mexico Pinion Coffee. We're at the 4th Street location. Come hang out with your boys. Make a donation to Locker 505-5222 4th Street Northwest. That's in the 87107 if you're putting it into the Googler and trying to get over here. Come hang out with us. We're doing discounts on drinks, but it's not just why we're here, Van. Pinion Coffee's doing it all the time. So you come and you make a donation, you get 10% off. You make a targeted donation, which is items that are in high need by Locker 505, and then create a social media post. You will save 25% off your entire purchase.
That's a deal.
Coffee. Very exciting. We play on Team I-9 Sports. Start our days at the YMCA of Central New Mexico. Spend our evenings at Hollow Spirits. Monday Night Football is over at Howie's Sports Page, 12500 Montgomery Boulevard, right there at the intersection of Montgomery and Tramway. We'll be up there every Monday starting September the 12th for Monday Night Football.
We're talking football.
That's when you come see us at the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. It's 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This is brought to you by Folds of Honor.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever, no one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Oh, weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Yes, sir. Back live from Pinion Coffee. Everyone must be getting off work. All the friends of the show are coming through.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
Is 4 o'clock quitting time? I don't know when quitting time is anymore.
Well, it's a lot of different things now, especially after COVID. Some people are just working from home and quit whenever they want.
Virtual
Somebody's
office.
been working in pajamas all day. Somebody is listening to us right now in pajamas. Hopefully pajamas.
That's the thing about the live stream. And there's like so many ways to get the program, right?
Oh, so many.
Like over the air, traditional.
Okay.
The AM,
You know
the
that
FM.
one.
That
Yeah.
if you're here with us there, you know. You can get the app. Mm-hmm. You can get the tune-in. If you just tell Alexa to listen to us, we show up.
That's crazy, isn't it?
How does that happen?
Just summon us.
You want to see us in person? You come down to 4th Street, New Mexico Pinion Coffee, 5222 4th Street Northwest. Come hang out with your boys. Pinion. It's Pinion only right now. The friends of the show have been in and out a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's been a good one thus far. Okay. LeBron James. Los Angeles Lakers. Do you identify LeBron as a Laker yet?
I still don't.
No.
He's a Cav.
He's a Cav.
Yeah, he's a Cav.
I think he's a Heat.
You think you got him as a Heat?
No, so I did. I had him as a Heat until Jimmy Butler.
So
like Jimmy Butler to me now is the Heat. I don't even think Dwayne Wade is the Heat.
Adonis Haslam is Heat, bro.
Okay,
come on.
Stop.
Everybody. He's been there like 30 years.
Tyler Hero is the
How long is Adonis Haslam been there? He's creeping up on 20 years with the Heat, right?
Tyler Hero is every JV coach's favorite player because he can play the perimeter. Do I sound like an NBA fan right now?
Oh, my God. You sound like something.
I think LeBron is a Laker. He's got a ship.
20th year this year for Adonis Haslam.
LeBron's got 22. What are you doing? That's nothing.
Well, he's been on the Heat the whole time is what I'm saying. 2 straight decades on the Heat.
He may have been employed by the Heat the whole time, but he's not been on the team.
I don't understand what you mean.
He's been like,
Are you talking about minutes?
yeah, he don't play. Haslam don't play.
He averaged 6 minutes last year.
Yeah.
He's more of a coach now.
You know what he is? A thief.
You know what he is?
A burglar.
He's just a locker room guy.
Yeah, no.
He teaches the youngsters. They bring the young kids in there. That Udonis Haslam coaches them up. It's like we got an extra coach at the end of that bench.
No one thinks about Udonis or Adonis Haslam. No one thinks that at all.
Oh, God, he's both, isn't he?
No,
Good-looking guy. That
did not play. Old. Like that's.
Yeah, everyone does it.
You ready for these numbers? 2 years. Okay.
Oh.
That's reasonable.
Okay.
So what LeBron's 37, so that would put him at 39.
Mm-hmm.
Let him get another 10-year contract before he's 40. 2 years, 97.1. Hold up.
Hold on, 2 years? 97?
Once you're at 97, do you have to go to 0.1?
Look, honestly, you've already made $500 million playing basketball. Do you even need to do it for money anymore?
2 years, 97.1 milli extension that includes an option for 24-25 season. What? His final year of his deal was 44.5.
Which is good.
Which is pretty good.
Hey, good work if you can get it.
This is all of the money in all of the world.
He deserves all of it. And by the way, side note here, with this contract, he is the richest basketball player in the history of the sport.
Yeah.
Just passing Kevin Durant's last contract. And then
poor Kevin.
Can't be number one at anything.
Kevin only catches heat. Like, also, this extension includes a 15% trade kicker, which is, to me, unheard of. I didn't know they even did this in the NBA. So if he gets traded, his salary goes up.
Yeah, isn't that bonkers? Isn't that bonkers?
He's only going to get traded to a team he wants to go to. Like,
I know
that's his deal.
I know after these 2 years, I know 100% where LeBron James is going. The answer is to whoever drafts his son.
Yes.
Yes. Because his son's going to go to college a year early.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to do his 1 year in college or do his 1 year in the G League. And then he's going to be drafted as an 18-year-old. LeBron's going to be 40. And then they're going to play together. So this is like the most prized. Okay, forget Shaquille O'Neal. Forget Zion Williamson.
Yeah.
Forget Patrick Ewing. Bronny James is going to be the most sought-after number one pick ever because you get the second best player in the history of basketball with him. You get LeBron James for free if you draft his kid. It's going to be something horrible like Sacramento, isn't it?
I'm going to tell you right now. The Lakers are drafting this kid. There's no one else.
Because Bronny is just going to pull a Kobe.
There's no
and
one
he's
else.
just going to say, I'm not going to play anywhere else. He's going to pull a Eli Manning. He just said, I'm not going to play anywhere else besides in Los Angeles with my father. Good luck.
Bronny.
$500 million.
Bronny will be a Laker forever. Only a Laker. He won't do the jump around stuff that LeBron did.
He might be too tall to play basketball by the time he's 18.
Getting big.
He's 6.5 foot tall.
Getting really
he's
big.
6.5 foot tall, and he's 15.
He's like Barron Trump.
I'm sorry, what?
Donald Trump's kid?
Oh, Barron Trump. I didn't
He's
hear
gigantic. He's like 7 foot tall.
That's weird. That's very weird.
It's like he's taller than me.
Yeah.
He's a child.
Donald Trump is an inch shorter than me, but on his Wikipedia, he's 3 inches taller.
LeBron got the bag. This deal could escalate
for him.
to $111 million if the salary cap in 23-24 rises to a substantially higher number.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's got a 1-1 each year. He can get out of the contract each year.
I think this means, and tell me if I'm wrong, but I think this means that LeBron is the only human being I know of on the planet that has YouTube Premium.
What do you have?
Well, I just don't have it. I can't afford it. But I feel like
okay.
LeBron has got – he's the one who pays for YouTube Premium. He's the one guy.
No,
That's who they're targeting.
LeBron's still paying for cable, bro. What are you talking about? LeBron James has Comcast. He's watching us right now on Comcast 26.
Of course he is.
That's what he's doing.
Basically, it's a 1+1, right? So he can opt out, and if the Lakers don't take his kid, he can go play anywhere he wants with his kid.
Yep.
And if they draft his kid, which I promise you they will do.
Oh yeah.
Like this is a holding Vanilla Ice over like the banister of like a balcony kind of situation. Like you're going to draft Bronny, and then he can opt in. And that's it. That's the deal. And and also, if you're
Congratulations.
oh God, hear me out on this one. If you're like the Nets, if you're like the Pacers, if you're like the Jazz,
Ooh, I love Jazz.
okay, you try to get all of the first-round draft picks just to have the most options at Bronny, so that you can get LeBron.
The Bron lottery.
Yeah, and if you can't, like, if you're like, hey, listen, LA, we know you want to keep LeBron. We will trade you whatever pick it is you think you need to get Bronny, and you give us the things. Like there's like 2 or 3 teams, the Nets, the Pacers, and the Jazz, I guess are kind of off the top of my head, where it's those guys are kind of playing 4D chess right now. Because you're either going to end up with a lot of really good first-round draft picks, potentially good first-round draft picks, or you're going to end up with LeBron James and LeBron James Jr.
family, the whole James family.
God, this is such a smart
And look,
plan.
you're about to start hearing it over and over again, and it's also my opinion. It's also my
Your New Mexico
position.
opinion.
Very nice.
Gotcha.
Thank you. Hey, that's where we are.
New Mexico opinion on coffee? Coming here, boys, 4th Street location, 5222 4th Street Northwest. We're here till 6 o'clock.
Nice.
Finish
Hey,
out the program in the studio.
bring out a donation of new or gently used clothes. I'll give you somewhere in between 10 and 25% off your order, and I'll give you a free friggin' bag of coffee.
We've given away free coffee already. So it's
twice.
We've given, and like donations
More
are
coming.
They're coming in.
Yeah. But look, this is the talking point. Everyone's going to say, why did LeBron get the max? I thought you wanted to bring in more players. I thought you wanted to win a championship. Look at Tom Brady. Look at what James Harden just did. Why are you trying to get the max? And number one, get your market value. Get as much as you can. I'm not going to be mad at the free market, but you can't complain about your front office, which LeBron basically is the front office.
Right.
You can't complain anymore when you take the max amount of money. When you swallow up almost $50 million of your own salary cap, no complaints.
Also, the real truth that you didn't mention, which I thought you were going to go to now.
Go ahead, please.
Was the classic, you saw that Michael Jordan documentary, The Last Ride or whatever? When Michael Jordan was like, and I took that personally. And what he was talking obviously about Isaiah Thomas at the time and the whole thing. But the NBA retires Bill Russell's number 6, and LeBron took that personally. And LeBron is like, number one, I'm going to be the last guy to ever wear this, and you're going to double retire it across the league. Like, LeBron finds all these weird motivators to go, and I'm promising you this is in the cosmos somewhere for Heat. Because why now is the announcement coming out? Like, if you're going to do this anyways, LA Lakers, is right now a specific time to do it? It's not.
Right.
Yeah, this is a...
And it's not the first day he could have qualified for it either.
No.
That happened a couple weeks
That's
ago.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let's grab one. Kim Kirschner will join us when we get back. She's going to talk about the new partnership between Locker 505 and New Mexico Opinion Coffee. And we'll give a little inside baseball on kind of how this whole thing came together and how many students in the community and surrounding communities Locker 505 envisions helping. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by...
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
New Mexico Pinon Coffee. Too long? You guys feel like that was too long?
I know, it's impressive that you can hold it.
Which New Mexico Pinon Coffee, Fred?
5222 4th Street Northwest. Come hang out with your boys. We're here until 6 o'clock taking donations. Some have come in. We've been giving out coffee. Some coffee is out. But it's been a good little afternoon thus far here at the Coffee House. Joining us on the program, happy birthday, Kim Kirshen.
Yay.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Oh, no.
There's a copyright on that one. You can't do that one at all. We will literally catch a fine.
No.
That's okay.
Theirs was do 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 do
Nope.
do do.
Mm-mm.
Mine was do 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 do.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the difference.
That's the difference.
There we go. Okay.
There's only like 3 things you can't, without express written consent. The happy birthday song is one of them.
Really?
Yeah, you can't do that one because
Interesting.
well, everyone claims to own it.
Mm.
So you end up catching like all these like weird copyright claims.
We all know is created in 1412 by Richard Birthday of Cheshire, England.
Dickie
That's right.
Birthday?
Yeah.
Dickie Birthday did not.
Okay, well, I read it on the internet, so
It's true.
joke's on you.
Brand new partnership between Locker 505 and New Mexico Pinon Coffee, where New Mexico Pinon Coffee locations will be placing #1 donation bins. So
Yes.
that's tremendous. That's
Awesome.
that's your go-to move. But the exciting part is what they're doing financially.
Yes.
So New Mexico Pinon Coffee is giving out 10% discounts to individuals who bring a donation to New Mexico Pinon Coffee for Locker 505.
Boom.
Correct.
Tremendous. You have a high needs list at Locker 505. What is
Yes,
currently on that list?
Right now, hoodies.
Hoodies.
Hoodies are a big thing in all sizes. You know,
Okay.
we start at 4T toddler, and we go up to 5X.
Okay.
And kids are really into the hoodies. And I don't care how warm it is or how
Mhm.
cold it is,
Mhm.
they have to have a hoodie.
Love
That's
that.
their go-to.
Love everything about that.
Yeah.
So hoodies is an obvious one. If you bring that specific item to New Mexico Pinon Coffee and you create a social media post where you tag a friend, you will then receive 25% off your coffee, your entire purchase.
Yeah.
Whatever. If you bought coffee, if you bought a tumbler, if you bought grinds, if you bought K-Cups, if you, Van, help me name other things.
A shirt.
Yes.
Yep.
A 5X
Van,
hoodie.
are you just naming things you see in the room? Are you?
Yes.
I love lamp.
So, and we, and you guys are going to do that. I think my understanding is till the end of the year. Is that correct?
I haven't heard an end date.
Okay.
But I hope it's till the end of the
Okay.
year. That would be really awesome.
So that's my understanding.
Let's put that on the
And then currently with
So-
New Mexico Pinon Coffee, while placing online orders, there's an option to make a donation to Locker 505.
Which is
Oh,
so
that's-
sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
What
They
about,
said-
you ever had a better birthday gift?
I was just going to say, what a birthday.
Yeah.
Some stuff I didn't even know about. I was already excited about the stuff they were already doing for us. And they've been supporters in the past. They help support our golf tournament and stuff. They were the title sponsor for that. And they have been way on board with helping the kids and stuff. And, we've been able to ask for this or that. And they've always been, but they've really stepped it up this time with the rounding up. Right? They have a rounding up, too, type of thing. So you can round your ticket up, and we will get those funds, the donations, etc. So we're really pretty excited. And I have to tell you something. We met to go over all this. And I have to tell you, sitting in that room with all of the managers from the stores and the president of Pinon Coffee and all of them, what a great group of people.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, they're all nice. They all care about, the community. They're all really upbeat. They all had smiles on their
Why
faces.
did they make Van sit in the corner?
I was going to ask you about that.
They just put Van in the corner. Was
Everybody puts baby in the corner.
There we-
I think it's,
There we go.
so I get my eyes on all these people is why.
You gotta watch us.
So
every
you
minute.
guys have a huge expansion.
We do.
You're trying to serve more and more kids as you move along. Where else are you helping now?
So now we're helping Valencia County, Sandoval County, Torrance County.
Wow.
And, of course, our where we started with Bernalillo County. And I will tell you, as of today, we are probably at about 950 referrals that we have received in just a couple weeks. So we are slammed. But we, of course, always need the clothing, et cetera, to clothe those kids. And just so people know, those financial donations go for, if we don't have size 10 underwear and somebody hasn't donated that, we've got to go buy size 10 underwear.
Right.
Because we have to keep that whole stock from 4T, for toddler, to 5X. We don't know what size kiddo is going to walk in the door. So we've got to have something in all those sizes for those kids. So that's where those financial donations go, is to buy those things that do not get donated. Plus, I have a small staff. They like to eat once in a while.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, have to make sure they get a small paycheck and get to eat. But we have expanded. We have a big space. We went from just under 4,000 square feet to over 7,000 square feet.
Beautiful place, too.
Yeah, come visit. I mean, if you really want to see where your money's going and what's going on or your donation is going, we're happy to give you a tour and let you see the place. We always need volunteers. Like I said, we have a small staff, so volunteers are huge to us. I mean, we couldn't make it without our volunteers.
And you mentioned the need for underwear. Let's clarify on air and on television,
Yes.
wherever you're listening.
New.
Yes,
New.
do not bring your old dirty trones
No.
to Locker 505 or New
No.
Mexico Pinon, wherever you're going.
No.
Underwear and socks are new.
New.
Everything
New,
else
new,
can be
new,
gently
new.
used.
Yes.
New in the bag.
New in the bag. Please.
We don't need your body bags.
No.
We just
No,
need
no, no.
in the bag.
In the bag, yes.
As school's revving back up and kids are returning kind of for the first time in 3 years, really, if we are having like a real on it, because congratulations on your birthday. COVID's over.
Let's get loose.
It's official. We're going to make it official.
Where are we going
It's just
tonight?
terribly untrue.
Hollow Spirits,
Yeah.
Safe House,
the-
Howie's. Where we go? Where we go?
Where's everyone group kissing? That's what I want to know. So as kids are returning to school for the first time in 3 years, there is a strong emphasis maybe on a parent that hasn't been there in some times, and the referrals they immediately come rolling in, right? Because
immediately.
Yeah, because we know how schools work. Let's be real transparent. They didn't do it beforehand. They're doing it now.
Right.
So as this all is coming to you, is there a sense of a tidal wave? Is there a sense of there's too many to help right now and you don't know how to do it? Or are you guys set up for success?
We're right in the middle of that, Fred, to be honest. We're not feeling like there's a tidal wave. We're not freaked out by it. But we did sit down and add about 25 spots to see kids this week. So we're adding some, we have 40-minute appointments, so we've added 25 40-minute appointments to our schedule to make sure we get those kids in there and get them seen.
Mm-hmm.
Because, we also do the hygiene. We also, soap and shampoo and conditioner and all those things, right? We also do school supplies, those types of things. So we want to get those things out to the kids, too. So right now we're feeling like we want to get those kids in, get them ready for success for the school year and stuff. So we're doing our best to get them in and get them in quickly. So overall, I think we're okay. But we need the donations to continue coming in. Keep in mind, if we see 30 to 40 kids a day and we give each kid 5 pairs of pants, quick, what's that add up to?
Sure.
I mean, that's 120 pairs of pants, 120 pairs of shirts, that many underwear every day. So we've got to have that continually coming in to be able to
Starting Wednesday today, August 17th, New Mexico Pinon Coffee is accepting donations of new shoes, undergarments, toiletry items, as well as new and gently used girls, boys, and adult clothing in all sizes at Pinon Coffee Houses located throughout Albuquerque on behalf of Locker 505. Kim Kirshen joining us, and she is talking about the spearhead of that campaign from New Mexico Pinon Coffee. Let's say we run up to the new year. What is the absolute best goal for Locker 505 and the Pinon partnership? What is the best end game for this drive?
I would say for us to have, just to keep up with our supply would be huge. For us to continue to not have to go out and buy things or anything like that would be great for stuff to come in. And on the other side of that, to have those financial donations that if we do need to go out and buy something, we have that. So if we can just keep that balance, we don't have to, be over abundant. We just need to keep that balance between the kids that we have coming in and the clothes and financial donations that we have coming in. So if we can balance that would be the best.
What is the address of the new Locker 505 location?
6203 Manal. And, of course, our website, locker505.org, is really pretty easy to find. And we have an event coming up Friday, too.
Okay, big trivia night Friday night. That's going to be a fun one. We're doing that over at the Sheraton at the intersection of Manal and Louisiana. Kim, anything we missed?
No, just thank you guys, and thank you, New Mexico Pinon, and all the great people there. They are, just the best to work with. So thank you.
Happy birthday, Kim.
Thank you, Fred.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Van.
2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact.
The intersection of 4th and Douglas MacArthur van.
Just a smidgen south
of Douglas MacArthur.
Again, me and you are going to have a talk about what the word intersection means. You're still not doing it right.
Also, if it's a T, our intersections are only 4-way stops in my head.
There's also T's.
T's count as intersections.
T's is intersect. They do intersect.
Two-way stops.
Yeah.
I'm going in blind on the United talk because my computer is frozen, Van.
Oh, my goodness.
United are at home tonight.
At home.
Okay. Well, I'm into that.
Memphis.
See, I'm glad you were able to say
it.
Memphis because my computer is frozen.
No. Unlike Memphis, which is very hot and muggy.
Don't have my show notes in front of me on the Memphis Football Club.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Memphis FC.
Memphis is the team that I know the least about.
Yeah.
So don't expect any hot takes from me right now.
Okay.
Except for the boys are going to get off their schneid and get 3 points tonight at home.
The United are a lot like the Yankees. Like, there was such a hot start to this thing, and I was like, oh, cool. Like, we're going to set point records.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to set possibly win records.
Yep.
We're just talking about an upward ascension. We're going to get a new stadium. Like, we got a new coach. Like, everything is going tremendous. And then it's not falling off. The wheels have not fallen off the United.
Right.
It's a plateau, though. It has gone flat.
Glass half full guy right here said they got some stuff they need to figure out. Had a rough week at home 2 weeks ago.
Too many L's.
Now you got a double match week right now, Wednesday and Saturday. We need to walk away from this one with 6 points. The boys need to put it together. And they've been trotting out a lot of different lineups. And I think they're really congealing. Once we get close to the end of the season, you're going to have your regular 11 marching out there every time.
Yeah.
Give or take some injuries and resting, et cetera, et cetera. I think the team is congealing, and we're going to have our best 11 out there consistently pretty soon.
And that is home tonight, and then Saturday night is Monterey Bay. Memphis 901. The Memphis 901. I believe that's the area code, Van.
901?
901.
Okay.
901 FC.
Nice.
It's a little too close to 911. I don't like that if I'm dialing numbers in the Memphis area.
Oh, that's very dangerous. Luckily, the 1 and the 0 are really far apart on a normal phone. When did Memphis start playing soccer? I thought that was just blues music and barbecue there.
I think that's kind of the cool thing about USL Pro is you can kind of get the game into markets that haven't historically had success with it because the barrier to entry is not high.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think to start a USL Pro franchise, we're only talking maybe like $30,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's relatively inexpensive in that world. I mean,
Okay.
$30,000 to me and you is, I mean, we got it, but we're not trying to do that.
No.
But
That would be everything.
Yeah, but that's just like your franchise cost, and then obviously you got to be able to turn the lights on, you got to be able to pay your guys, all that kind of thing. But I do think that's one of my favorite parts of USL Pro is that it's brought the game to places that the game hasn't been.
Sure. Yeah, I like that a lot. Like when we open our new franchise in the South Valley, and then we have a direct competitor locally for New Mexico United.
There's like a 90-mile rule as the bird flies, so I don't think they're going to let us.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
not even Socorro.
Nope, no.
Santa Fe's out. No Edgewood.
I got ties in Las Vegas, New Mexico. You think we'll draw up there? You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be the one.
Yeah, we could pull 14,000 people in Las Vegas, right? What's their population? 8,000?
The 13, maybe. The 901ers are on a 3-game winning boy, and obviously they'll be looking for the 4th one tonight.
Did Justin Timberlake own Memphis?
One would assume.
Yeah.
If it's in Memphis, it's either owned by Justin Timberlake or Jerry the King Lawler. Those are kind of the only two Memphis options.
Okay.
It's crazy to me that we're 24 games through the season.
Isn't that bonkers?
So there's 10 left, and it's not an easy schedule all the way out for the United.
Peter Friend, Shane Unger, and Tim Howard. Oh, hey, Tim Howard. I know
the
that
goalie.
guy. Yeah.
For Team USA.
Yeah. I didn't know he's a Memphis guy.
Well, there you go.
No mention of Justin Timberlake whatsoever.
New Mexico, we're currently sitting at 10-5-9. So, I mean, it's a winning record. Like, it's very good.
Sure.
Here's the thing, though, with how stiff the final 10 are, it's either an iron sharpens iron. You're going to be dialed in come the postseason, or you hate to have this conversation with 10 games out, but are you talking about a Yankees-esque slide? Because the Yankees are only up like 8 now, right, over Tampa Bay or something.
They're on pace to not only lose the lead in their division but miss the playoffs. If the Yankees keep the same trajectory they've had since the All-Star game, they are going to miss the playoffs.
a positive win over Memphis would provide like that'd be the one. Like you got to get this one to get the next one, which is cliche. But Memphis is sitting at 15-5-3, and I just need to see them catch the L on the road. I need the boys at home to do it the right way. And I mean, this is going to sound cliche too, but it's tough on Wednesday nights. Like the fan base will come out and they'll support, but it's not the same energy that you can draw from the crowd on like a Saturday night. So this is very much like it's going to have to be produced by the players while they're out there.
Yeah, you're very right. And I mean, that's what United always has going for them.
Yeah.
Even on a Wednesday, the curse comes out. The fans come out.
Yeah.
It's going to be rowdy. Even if it's a school night, even if it's a Wednesday, it doesn't matter. The United will have a home pitch advantage.
5 o'clock hour whenever we get back. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever, no one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons.
Your afternoon drive. Number 2, men on. Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Back on the program, 5 o'clock. Quitting time. This one, I think 5 o'clock is quitting time.
It's the most popular.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, men on. Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson. This is 2 Men On.
Companies. SAC and BMI. Those are like the 3 big ones. And none of them own it. Because so many people claim they own it.
Right.
And I think Disney ends up winning every time. I think they claim they own it.
If I was gonna imagine somebody who wins the battle of the Happy Birthday song,
yeah,
it would be Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need and I think you see it on social media and stuff where it'll be a different version or something.
Mention Mickey Mouse.
What? I don't feel like that's correct at all.
If you want to sing this, talk about Donald Duck.
The intersection of 4th Street and Douglas MacArthur.
Not what intersection means.
I'm telling you, that's what it is.
It's not that close. You can't refer to it as an intersection. There's
It's
four more businesses to get to the intersection.
It's adjacent.
We're slightly south of Douglas MacArthur, ever so more slightly south than Montano on 4th Street.
Well,
bring your new or gently used clothing donations here to New Mexico Pinon on 4th Street.
I just Googled Douglas MacArthur fun facts.
Okay.
Turns out World War II, not that fun. Not a lot of facts.
Okay.
Not a lot of fun ones.
Is there anything from his personal life, perhaps?
His parents were on different sides during the Civil War.
Ooh.
So.
All right.
Yeah, things must have been spicy at home. Team Hobbit versus Team Hogwarts.
Okay.
Was that close?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
And I mean, that's just the power of love right there.
Yep.
Fell in love across the Mason-Dixon line.
There you go. That one is probably true.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
kind of like the Berlin Wall.
Douglas MacArthur played on the West Point baseball team. How about that? Yeah, there you go.
What position does it say?
It says that his football was his true love.
Aww.
So settled for baseball, but he was a pitcher and a quarterback.
Nice.
So there you go.
That's my dude. That's what I did.
I
bet he's got significantly better knees than me.
He and his father both received a Medal of Honor.
Oh, nice.
That's actually pretty impressive.
That's cool. They played on the same team, like Ken and Ken Griffey Jr.?
All right, so I did a little bit of investigating here.
All right.
His father was in the Union Army, and his mother was a Confederate degenerate.
You know what? I'm into the Southern Bells too, Doug.
Yeah, I totally get that one.
Look, Doug.
Yeah.
I get it.
There's 2 types of Southern, right? There's proper.
Yes.
Like you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
Big rolling plantation.
Okay.
Debutante.
Mm-hmm.
But then also, I really like Creole. I really like deep South.
100%.
Like
I love Creole culture.
Voodoo witch.
I was raised by a Creole woman.
What?
Yes, true story. I'll give you the long version some other time.
I actually know the story.
Oh, okay, never mind.
At length and nauseum. Training camp fights are the only story, and there's only actually one of them. And today, the hatred between the Carolina Panthers and New England Patriots, which, by the way, I didn't know existed. I didn't know.
It legit did not exist until 3 days ago.
Didn't they beat each other in a Super Bowl one year, or am I making that up too? Like,
you're very much making that up.
Yeah. Like aren't these two teams like two teams that should not have the beef?
They should be fine. That's probably why they set the practice in the first place.
To set up the beef?
No. To avoid beef. They're like, oh, there's no way New England and Carolina have any problems with each other. Until you consider the Mason-Dixon line and the cultures of New England and the South. Maybe this is all boiling over from the Macarthur family.
That's definitely what it is. So at practice today, by the way, these guys are invincible now. Not only are they gladiators, but they're wearing helmets on helmets.
They got 2 helmets.
They got multiple helmets.
Designed by Exhibit, I think.
And you like helmets, dog?
Hey, dog, I'll put a helmet on top of your helmet.
So I know you like helmets so much. So during this, like, I want to use the word fight because fight is sexy. Fight makes you be like, oh, fight. Let me turn up the radio or roll the windows up or let's go. But this is just like kind of a lot of posturing until like, and it seems like in all the little highlight videos I've seen, until like a one payoff shot at the end.
There's always one guy.
Yeah.
There's always one semi-fight within the fight. There's never like a full-blown. I mean, the way it's described on the internet, the way it's described on like everywhere that we get our sources from,
which is like the internet,
this giant 80-on-80 person brawl. That's not what it is. It is like 2 people fighting and then 79 people. Hold me back, bro. Hold me back.
Well, no offense to football fan, because I'm also a football fan. What are you doing in an NFL joint practice? Like, what are you doing on a Wednesday afternoon that there's nothing else in your life that has need for you?
That's an excellent point. Adults, what are you doing? But full disclosure, if the Patriots and Panthers were practicing here in Albuquerque and I didn't have anything to do on a Wednesday and I thought there might be an epic battle coming on, I would probably go as well.
This fight spills over from the practice field today to the practice bleachers, ? And into the laps of some fans. And there was like sounds of fighting, but really all I heard was sounds of cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching,
okay,
cha-ching.
Go on there.
What's emotional damage going for these days?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, you talking about the fan that got beaten up in the fracas?
That is exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, my God. Well, first off, season tickets and merch.
Yeah, secondly,
for the rest of his life.
Student loans. Put that one on there.
Okay.
Yep.
You keep mentioning student loans.
This is it. This is the end of it. It's got like 13 days.
So
13 days, Joe. Figure it out.
Is that when the student loan comes calling for you? You got 13 days for him to figure it out?
13 days.
How many strongly worded emails have
Joseph
you sent to the president?
Yeah, I did at Old Sleepers. 13 days.
Old SJ.
Figure it out.
Old Sleepy Joe.
I'm 37 years old. Why do I still have student loans?
Because you keep putting them off.
COVID put them off.
It's a pretty simple answer there. Hey, you wanna just nip this in the bud real quick?
Yep.
Today on Twitter, Cam Hayward, at Cam Hayward, yes, that Cam Hayward of the Steelers. 4 words.
Okay.
Joint practices are dumb.
Yeah, that's to the point.
Yeah. Okay. You could avoid all this.
Zong Moun's going to join us here in a little bit on the program, talk about New Mexico Opinion Coffee. He's like the marketing guy. He does like all the creative content. The number one tip to marketing, get your message across with as little words as possible. That's the number one marketing tip. Cam Hayward just killed it.
Yes.
That is it.
Yeah. Hey, I got another curious point here.
Yeah.
Teams aren't playing their star players in preseason games anymore.
Correct.
But for some reason, it's okay to smash into each other at joint practices just like you would during the preseason game that you're not playing?
I mean, less.
This makes zero sense to me.
Less Tom Brady, but yes.
Well, he's on vacation.
If I get hit, and as a fan, and I'm not talking like a member of the media. You and I, we sign things.
Yes.
It's a whole thing. If you get run into, that's what it is.
Yeah.
If I'm not that, if I'm there like on my own accord.
Yes.
And if you are a 300-pound man, and you run a 300-pound man into me, number one, I am dead. I have died right there in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to, as the owner, as Robert Kraft.
Not just any 300-pound man, like a professional athlete 300-pound man.
You, Robert Kraft, have to walk over
built different
to my deceased body laying there next to the field, and you have to, like at the club, you have to start throwing $100 bills on me until I recover life.
Yes, you just hand the business card of his lawyer to your ghost.
Yes. I want jerseys. I want autographs. I want players on the field to start snatching chains off each other, and I want them to lay them across my chest until air re-enters my cavities.
Not going to happen.
And I become a living human being again because I've died. I died right there.
I wonder what the extent of his injuries are going to be tomorrow when he's had a chance to make up injuries so that the lawsuit is a little juicier. It's going to be something. He's going to be in a neck halo tomorrow.
Yeah. You're 100% right.
Yeah, he will be in a neck halo tomorrow. He will be in a sling tomorrow.
And every New England fan, because New England is Boston. And we say New England because it doesn't sound trashy, but we say Boston. You really know what it is. And every fan is like, well, they came up here. That's how Boston rolls.
What did you expect?
Yeah, you came up here. Like it don't work like that.
First off, it's a football practice. They're not in Southie.
They got that. Where are these fans coming from, though? Like that's what, like the Carolina boys come up, and no one in the 49 states that aren't the state that own the Carolina Panthers. Does anyone know which Carolina that they are in?
Oh my God!
And they travel to Boston, and they get like the ball thrown at them from Christian McCaffrey, and you just hear Boston fan. You just hear them
for sure.
This is like a bare knuckle, go at it, gladiator-esque. That's the energy that's around.
Hey, McCaffrey, you throw like a gear.
Yeah. Tom Brady would have completed that. He's not here. Why is everyone wearing Tom Brady jerseys?
Never getting rid of my Tom Brady jersey if I live in Boston.
Hey, I don't know if you saw, but we got Mac Jones. He's in the top 100. And you're like, no one saw that. No one cares about polls.
What?
Rankings. Not
people from Poland.
Not people from Poland.
I got to stop you there.
Yeah.
The Polish people are wonderful.
Hey, and I need to know, like we're talking about these fans and stuff. What if it's like NFL Play 60 is out there with like the local Boys and Girls Club or something?
There's kids. You know there's kids.
You know they are.
Hardcore Patriots fan. You know he let his kids skip school to go watch a practice.
Yes.
100%.
Oh, God, just not good. Not good. Vital loves this stuff, though. This is the stuff that, like,
hey, Junior,
football fan
only
lives
thing
for.
you need to read is the playbook.
That's what playbook too complicated? Let me get you a play tablet. Hard Knocks when we get back?
Let's do it.
I'm in love with Hard Knocks again.
It's the best season ever.
2 Men On live from New Mexico Pinon Coffee, the intersection of 4th and Douglas Macarthur. Come hang out with your boys. We're at the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We play on Team I-9, start our days at the YMCA of Central New Mexico, spend our evenings at Hollow Spirits. The weekend is for New Mexico's vodka. That's Teller Vodka. On Monday night, you watch Monday Night Football with your boys at Howie's Sports Page, 12500 Montgomery Boulevard. Come hang out with us up there. That is the intersection of Montgomery and Tramway.
That one is an intersection. You finally got one right.
2 Men
Congratulations.
On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com.
You watching Hard Knocks, man?
Oh, I'm on the edge of my seat for an hour every Tuesday night, baby.
It was kind of really good yesterday.
It's peaking early, and it's going to stay good, I guarantee you.
Also, they're previewing this like mid-season Hard Knocks. Did you see this?
Yes, I did.
What is that? Has that been around before?
Honestly, I don't know. If they did one last, I know Amazon did one.
I remember
but
that.
That's after the fact.
Yeah.
But if they do Hard Knocks during the season, like that's going to be football overload for us. Monday night football at Howie's. Tuesday, Hard Knocks in season. Wednesday, fantasy football lineups. Thursday, wherever we are for Thursday night football. Friday, probably at a high school field. Saturday, that's for the Lobos, baby. And then all day Sunday again, repeat for 7 months.
Starting from the beginning of it, it's
Now that I said that out loud, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it does.
I'm not
actually
gonna
sound
lie.
pretty
Yeah,
sweet.
never
Does sound
mind.
pretty
Never
sweet.
mind. I made that sound bad, but that's actually awesome.
It starts you out the gate, right? So it's giving you practice, and you get all those like NFL film styles. Hey, here's a spiraling football. Hey, here's the sound of dudes running into each other. Here's this whatever. And now you're going to make me fall in love with a 6th round rookie linebacker, and you're gonna tell me that he's the story of all stories, and you're gonna give me the one soundbite of him being pumped up on the defense by former whatever linebacker that became a coach.
Right.
Like the thing to me about Hard Knocks is like you're packaging it in such a good entertainment product. Also, I hate Aiden Hutchinson's family.
Oh my goodness! I was about to say how cute they are.
Oh no, we're on opposite energies on this one.
Physically and mentally, they are adorable. I love their Aiden's cute little Barbie family. They're funny.
The problem is they put him in the same episode with John Brown, the father of Amon-Ra St. Brown,
who all of his kids are amazing NFL wide receivers,
and he steals the show. So whenever you put Aiden Hutchinson's family in there, they're like the Californians. And then you put, and by the way,
they're also from Michigan.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
touche.
Yeah.
But they're John Brown, who's 2-time Mr. Universal.
Yes,
he's Mr. Universe. Right. Universal would be if Peacock owned it, but Mr. Universe
eventually.
It's an NBC joke, and he is a hoot. Everything
he's hilarious.
He's hilarious.
He always has been.
I don't know anything about him.
He's a huge personality. We did a couple segments on him and his family on the show the last couple years. Like every time he graduates another kid to the NFL, he got 3 kids playing in the NFL. It's insane.
Why is he taking shots at Kevin Durant?
That is so funny.
He's talking about
that is so funny.
He's talking about the importance of working out and the importance of working all of your body and the importance of becoming high caliber athletes. And by the way, Amon St. Brown, who's naming off all 12 wide receivers in the school they went down.
Amon-Ra.
I apologize.
That's okay.
And whenever A. St. Brown is naming all of the wide receivers in the schools he went to, I'm like, that's what we call a hit list.
Yes.
What you're talking about. And you start like just crossing them off in the locker room after whatever you qualify, right? So if it's better statistics, more money, more years, whatever it is, like that forever is rungs on a ladder that you're just climbing.
Oh, that is super correct. Like somebody with a chip on their shoulder like that, somebody who's out for vengeance like that,
yeah,
they will not stop. And you know that hunger that has to be the best wide receiver, that comes from his dad. That comes from John Brown.
Yeah.
Growing up and coming from nothing to become Mr. 2-time friggin' universe.
So sweet.
If you see the previous generation before you working that hard to fulfill their dream, what do you think you're going to do?
Become Mr. Universe of football?
Yes.
That's the only thing you
exactly
can do.
What you're going to do.
We're talking about this Rodrigo kid. Rodriguez is his real name, and
yes.
the nickname's Rodrigo. And
just change it already.
Just change it. There's
become
no reason.
Cher.
Duh.
Rodrigo is his only name now.
And it's like Hard Knocks is like, hey, this is the linebacker. This is the story. This is the whole thing. The other side of the story is like the Lions linebackers are so bad.
Yes.
That 6th round draft pick, whatever, has a chance
They got
to
a
be.
real shot at this.
That's how dumb the linebacker position is.
That's another thing I love about this season of Hard Knocks is it's Detroit. You know how horrible they've been and how long they've been bad. And even though you know that they're going to be one of the worst teams in the league, it still gives you that little sprinkle of hope. It still gives you that little element of this guy can play out of his shoes. This guy can play out of his pads. This guy might turn it around this year. This guy might have a breakout season, and they put it all together to make a run for it.
But there's no way.
There's no way.
There's no way.
They're still the Detroit Lions.
And that's why the better story is Amon-Ra St. Brown doing an Arya Stark style, just naming names of
100%.
people that he has to come completely vengeful to.
Yes. And guess who's going to be my number 3 or 4 wide receiver in fantasy this
The
year?
sun god.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. Duh. I fell in love with the dude in one episode.
And they're like, hey, did you know that he set rookie records for receiving us? No one knew that.
No.
No one knows that. The quarterback, blah.
Blah.
That's
how he played.
Blah. His lady's like an Olympic runner.
Yes.
And the squad's there for him. And I'm like, this is the fellowship
It's so cool.
that I yearn for. I'm
Yeah.
tired of seeing Deshaun Watson stories.
Yeah.
Give me these stories.
These stories are so much better than that garbage. So much better than that garbage.
Hard Knock.
Did you notice when he was bummed out and walking off the field, and you could see like the kids reaching over the tunnel,
Oh, gosh,
like
yes.
trying to get some
Yep.
merch from Jared Goff, and then Bluch is walking right behind him, and then he throws up his towel to a kid and takes like 2 steps, and here comes the towel right back down at him. They're like, we don't want the 3rd string quarterback's sweaty, disgusting towel. We're here for Jared Goff. Bluch.
There was a time that like John Cena like threw his T-shirt into the stands like at a WWE thing, and the crowd threw the T-shirt back in the ring.
That is so
And-
funny.
Oh, it's so funny.
Why
And
John Cena?
right? He's the number
Yeah,
one guy, right?
That's the one you keep.
That's the one.
Yeah.
So then, like moving forward, every time he'd throw one out, the crowd would go, "Throw it back!" Like at a Cubs game.
Oh, it like started a thing?
Oh, it started a whole thing.
That's
what
beautiful.
you need for our boy here.
From now on.
Yeah. And I think they cut up also all of Staley and Glenn's quips and used them all for the first episode because there was zero energy.
Nothing new
between Aaron Glenn and Deuce Staley. This is not a story.
There
anymore.
was references to it, but I thought it was going to keep going throughout the whole season.
I need it.
Yes.
You
Look,
need
this season, and I think it's probably because it's the Lions, or maybe HBO went back to their old format, their old ideas of what Hard Knocks should look like. But it is night and day better than the last 3 seasons. I mean, we all know the last season was the worst one, but I thought the LA and LA COVID year was kind of captivating.
It was a little different.
Yeah, I think that was pretty cool, but it still wasn't as good as this one so far. And there's still more to go.
Even the previews of the midseason one with the Cardinals, where it's just like Cliff Kingsbury sitting at a computer,
Yeah.
and you're like mid-season Hard Knocks. That's better than Cowboys Hard Knocks last year. That one little 5-second dealy boy.
Literally everything except for your Trayvon Diggs kid.
Bunches of oats.
Dak Prescott.
I'm into it. It's my
Oh
new,
my God!
It's,
And Jamal Williams, he is absolutely adorable. Give me all that you got.
my favorite thing about Hard Knocks is you can be like diehard Cowboys fan, diehard Niners fan, diehard Raiders fan, diehard whatever fan, and you're like, yeah, it would be cool if Detroit won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Like it's
You're
like
no, that
everyone
would be
for a
sweet.
moment. Yeah,
that would be sweet.
I could guess.
Like as a Packers fan, even I'm like, ugh, fine. They could win one this year, I guess. They could beat us one game. Fine.
But we hate Hutch's family.
No, they're adorable.
Okay, I just don't agree with that part.
Like, Mom, are you crying? They're adorable.
Big NFL wide receiver deal done today, and we're going to talk about the most expensive wide receiver cores in the NFL. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot. It's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever, no one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style roofing tops them all.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now.
Sports Animal.
Derwin James van.
Yeah.
So he plays for the Chargers, the San Diego Chargers of Los Angeles County. I believe they're located in Anaheim. They agreed together on a 4-year, $76.4 milli extension, which averages about 19 a year. And I guess this resets the safety market because it is the lowest paid position by far on the football field. And that in itself is a story.
Well, Derwin James deserves every penny. He is one of the best, if not the best, in all of football.
At getting hurt.
Okay. All right. It's a risky take. You're running into each other at high speeds. It's going to happen to everybody. Happen to friggin' Tom Brady can happen to anybody.
Okay, I just giving you what I got. He just gets
He
hurt.
does. He should be at least $1 million a game guy. And now he gets
for what?
$1 million a game and $1 million per bye week. It's a pretty good year.
For what?
For being the best safety in the game.
For chasing down guys who score touchdowns.
Oh no!
Because
did your linebacker thing spread to safeties now
Well,
too?
I'm just saying. I remember watching the final game of the year last year, and the Raiders putting points up against the Chargers, and just running past the Chargers are dudes I've never heard of on the Raiders, and
that's all his fault.
I mean,
Derwin James. There's not 11 Derwin James out there. There's one Derwin James,
okay,
and then 10 other dudes.
Interests me how the Raiders have 5 wide receivers, but the Chargers don't have one defensive back. Okay, that's.
Well, they have multiple defensive backs. Just not all of them are as good as Derwin James.
None of them are, because he's not even as good as he is. Because team of losers, they just.
That's crazy you say that because he's the highest paid safety in the history of football.
Well, I'm glad you say that because it doesn't matter. Here's a group of wide receiver cores and their budgets. Okay. The Giants pay out $42 million. That's number one.
I'm sorry, who?
That's the most money.
The San Francisco Giants outfield?
Nope.
The New York Giants wide receivers?
The New York Giants wide receivers have a combined salary of $42 million.
Do they still owe money to Plaxico Burress? I don't understand. I couldn't name more than one.
You should not be able to name more than one.
Oh, wait, hold on. I can name 2.
Kenny Galladay.
Kenny Galladay is one. Kadarius Toney is the other one. That's it.
Colin Johnson.
Who?
C.J. Board.
C.J. what?
Wandale Robinson. Sterling Shepard.
Hold on. Open up. Well, look.
Well,
who's
here's
back.
a donation coming in.
Welcome
Locker. There we
back,
go.
Gloria.
Couple tracksuits at the for Locker 505. I love everything about it. There we go. We're obviously, when you're making donations at Locker 505 today with New Mexico Pinion Coffee, we are thanking you, friends of the show, with free coffee from New Mexico Pinion Coffee. Big thank you to Gloria, who came in and joined us and made the donation. She is an absolute sweetheart.
Gloria, say hi to Kim.
There we go. So as we continue this conversation, there's no one worth any amount of money on the program, on the Giants, to make $42 million. The Chargers, $40.2 million, and there's a little bit there. There's some heat outside with the Chargers.
Chargers are good.
They got wide receivers.
Yeah. That's almost justified.
The Patriots are paying $38.7 million.
To who?
To who?
I'm sorry. To whom?
To who?
Devontae Parker's on there. He's legit when he's on the field. I think that's the only one I could name.
Julian Edelman, Wes Welker, Deion Branch.
No. Active.
Oh, yeah.
Name an active player that's not Devontae Parker.
Not gonna be able to do that. There's no one worth fantasy drafting there. Kendrick Bourne, maybe. Devontae Parker, Jacoby Myers. Do they still have Nelson Aguilar?
I wouldn't even pay that much money for James Bourne.
Or Jason Bourne.
Oh, is it Jason?
Yeah, that's the joke.
Whoopsie.
That's the joke. Jaguars 33.7. We've been through this conversation before. This is the deal that restarted everything. Because wide receivers wouldn't make.
Yeah, if you thought Derwin James doesn't deserve that contract, let's talk Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk got it.
Woo! The highest paid second wide receiver in the history of football.
Pretty good.
That is really good.
Doing pretty good. Rounding out the top 5, the Commanders pay $31.2 million.
Who is on their team besides Scary Terry? Who Who's their auditor? I bet he is pissed. Who's their accountant? They got to stop them.
Both of those things.
You got to say no. You can't do this anymore.
Both of those job titles for the Commanders not good. They don't do good with the finances, Van. Terry McLaurin.
Okay. To be fair.
Curtis Samuel.
Oh, Curtis Samuel. He's a player.
Jahan Dotson.
He's not a number 1 guy.
Yeah. He's a number 2 guy.
The Commanders, Washington football team, whoever they are, they've been horrible with their salary cap forever anyways.
Ever?
They're notorious for overpaying people. So why stop now with wide receivers?
The thing about this top 5 is that it just shows that, like, it's how money is allocated to how poor you do. And you can't overpay a mediocre talent. And I think that's always the conversation I'm trying to have about linebackers and safeties is I guess you can max out a dude and quote-unquote reset the market like Jacksonville did with Christian Kirk. But it doesn't matter if it's not a guy worth the talent.
My question is, where do the Bengals rank? Do you have the definitive list?
No, they're just in the middle.
They're in the middle.
Yeah, because
which is fine.
The least expensive is the Bears, Falcons, Browns, Colts, and Ravens. Bears at 15.5, Falcons just above 15, Browns at 13.5, Colts at 13.3, and then the Ravens only put $11 million into their wide receiver.
Well, I mean, in the Falcons' defense, theirs would be a lot higher, but they don't have to pay Calvin Ridley this whole season.
All right, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
Also,
where's the Buccaneers ranking? The Buccaneers got the best wide receiver core. Like, where are these guys at?
I think Rashad Bateman can play a little bit in Baltimore, but in my opinion, man. In my opinion,
okay,
less is more if you don't have the very top guy.
Sure,
because there's the very top guy, and he's only this much better. He's only like a blink of the eye better when you get to that level. Like we were watching St. Brown catch how many balls in a row on Hard Knocks last night?
202.
202. Like every guy is that.
Mm-hmm.
Every guy can have the rookie receiving record if you feed him the ball. Like they can all be that. So unless you have
but there's only so many. I think what you're about to say.
Yeah.
There's only so many Cooper Kupps.
I agree.
Jamar Chases, Devontae Adams. These guys don't grow on trees. But again, the separation in between those guys and the second tier, that's not that bad. Teams can survive without having a number 1 wide receiver. And as a Packers fan, GD, I hope so. They're going to be rough with that core this year.
New Mexico Pinon's going to sit down with us to wrap up the hour. And then we're going to spend the final one back at the studio, man, because we're on 4th Street. We're only right down the street.
Yeah, we're right there.
It's right there.
It's just right there.
Because Pinon closes in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's the deal.
If you have a donation and you're on your way, hurry up and get here.
Couple fun donations already today. Thank you to the friends of the show who came out, and we'll talk more about the drive whenever we get back. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Dell Technologies provide. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
Live from New Mexico Pinion Coffee, Zong Hua joining us on the program.
Yay.
He runs all the marketing and content creation. Well, you probably got like a fancy job title, right?
Yeah, my official title is marketing content creator. So I'm not the key guy in marketing, but I do a lot of our content stuff for social media and a lot of commercial stuff as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So basically, a YouTube star. That's what you're saying.
Sure. Yeah, you can call it that. Yeah, that's always the dream. Yeah.
You're actually out in the trenches doing all the fun stuff.
Yeah, so I spend half my days in the office and half either on the road or at home creating all the stuff that people see on social media. Yeah.
Except for taking pictures of us today, and I'm assuming that was a chore. Are
yeah,
your, are your eyes
when
okay?
when they first assigned this assignment to me, I was kind of like, really, me, these guys.
What did I do wrong?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
can we just cut my pay for a week? Like,
Yeah,
can I just not do this?
smart. Yeah. You were like, I promise my former life wasn't that bad. I don't know why. But yeah, this partnership with Locker 505, New Mexico Pinion, and I guess your boys, it's kind of a fun, exciting one, and you're relatively new to the company. So how important it is for you in New Mexico Pinion to be able to take on like an assignment like this, to be able to help like an industry in the community, Locker 505, that helps so many others?
Yeah, me personally, I was super excited when I first got hired to this position. I knew that they worked with Locker 505, so I was pretty excited to kind of just wait for that to happen.
Sweet.
So when this first came up, I jumped on it immediately, just wanting to kind of promote it however I possibly can. So I'm here. I've been here for the past 3 hours doing social media, trying to get everybody here. And the bigger project that I have in mind is also kind of like a short recap of this event, and hopefully get more eyes on Locker 505. Yeah.
Awesome. I think there's like a pyramid effect here at New Mexico Pinion Coffee, and it all starts at the top. The owner-operator, president, Matt Breger.
Right.
I think he brings an energy of community service that is absolutely has ripples effect all throughout the company. I mean, is that what keeps you there? Is that what keeps you working hard, this kind of passion for service?
Yeah, like I love Matt. Like the first time I met Matt, he just had this energy to him that really just made me want to like kind of work with him on it, on anything related to Pinion Coffee. So yeah, and it's funny because I had the idea for a clothes drive in my head, and I was like, oh, that's something we should do. So I brought it up to our coordinator, and she was like, yeah, that's something you should mention to Matt. And at our next meeting, Matt brought it up without me even saying anything. So I guess in a way, me and Matt are on the same wavelength.
Sure.
Well, and also, if it is your idea, you tell your boss it's his idea. Like that's
always.
Yeah, everyone knows. So, so obviously today is the day it first started. It is donate an item to Locker 505 at a New Mexico Pinion location, be it 4th, Alameda, or 528, and then you will get 10% off of your entire purchase for that transaction, or donate a high need item to Locker 505 and create a social media post tagging a friend. You'll receive $25 off your entire transaction at Pinion Coffee. And you were
Percent.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
25%
There you go.
off of your entire purchase. And you were part of these kind of brainstorming meetings. We went to a lot of them. Also, ordering online, you can round up for a tip to New Mexico Pinion Coffee in your transaction. We kicked around a lot of ideas. Why were these the ones that Pinion settled on? Not by settled, but chose. Why were these the ideas they thought would be best?
I think with the social media post, that kind of brings exposure to us, Locker 505, and you guys. So that was kind of a way to just get more involved with the community. So the social media post was definitely one that would just kind of would be a good way to spread word to the community. And the 10% off, that was just, I guess, a good way to be an incentive. People to come in and do good, and everybody loves coffee. So 10% off, why not,
I feel like everyone does love coffee.
So you guys have bins at all the locations. Like we're sitting right next to the Locker 505 donation bin.
More stuff in it
right
than when we
now.
started.
What are the hours, and when can people come drop stuff off?
Yeah, so we are open 6 a.m. till 6 p.m. and people can come drop off anytime. So we're open 12 hours, 7 days out of the week. So anytime between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. people can come in and donate and get 10% off.
And let's say it fits through a drive-through window. You can just hand a bag of clothes through the window, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. If it doesn't fit through the drive-through window, we probably won't take it. Or come right in. Yeah, again, like if you bring in a body bag, we probably won't accept it.
No,
Zong Moa joining us. He runs marketing and content creation for all of New Mexico Pinion Coffee. Obviously, this is our show. It's the Friends of the Show. But we talk a lot about what we do and how we help impact. But Pinion does a lot greater than just us. What else is going on with New Mexico Pinion Coffee in the community outside of Locker 505?
Yeah, well, we just, we try to do our best to provide caffeine. We have, like, our T-shirts are called caffeine dealers, so that's something that we like to do. Obviously, we are a coffee shop, so that's a huge one. We just rolled out new pumpkin spice flavors.
It's already here?
It's already here, and a lot of people are loving it. So we can't wait to just kind of see everyone's reaction to the pumpkin spice stuff. And, one issue that we do have right now is that we don't have a pumpkin spice latte yet because there's been some back order with some of our products, but as soon as that comes by, people are gonna go crazy for it. So I'm pretty excited for that, and hopefully soon here we can start expanding to the Southwest region and not just New Mexico. So that's something that will
okay,
come
a little
soon.
teaser there,
Yeah.
little teaser boy.
Our producer back at the studio, Mike Vital, is a huge New Mexico Pinon
Oh, we got to
coffee
leave us
fan.
some K-Cups
And,
today.
hey,
We're grabbing those up.
Mikey, we're bringing you some pumpkin spice
There you
K-Cups,
go.
brother.
Some
You
lemon-
ready?
Some like lemon cookie coffee bags too.
That's the one. Well, that's kind of a fun thing about the seasonalness of coffee, because you can get excited for Brains Cup. But do people come in and just like buy like armfuls of the pumpkin spice and have it all year round and say forget you?
Oh yeah, for sure. People definitely stock up on certain flavors. Like the blueberry was a very popular one that we just rolled out, and people definitely stocked up on that. So really depends on which flavor. Some people are stocking up. Some of them are kind of still here. So depending on the flavor, for sure.
Every New Mexico Pinon location has a donation bin for Locker 505, receiving donations for and you can receive between 10 and 25% of a discount off your entire purchase. And that's not just coffee, right? That's like T-shirts. That's like everything.
That's the entire purchase. Yeah.
So no matter what.
No matter what. Yeah.
Okay. I'm into that. I'm super into that. I like that energy. Zong, anything we missed as far as it goes with the coffee company?
No, Pinon Coffee is a great place. I've been here for a few months, and I can't wait to kind of see what we do more. And the more I learn about it, the more I want to stay. So
love everything about that. Love it. Zong, you're the best. Michael, we got to grab a break just a little bit early, make our way back to the studio. So we will do that. The varsity at 6 o'clock, and then the boys live from the studio 6:15 after that. Zong, thank you so much.
Of course, thank you guys.
Whenever we get back, more 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.